Welcome to the vlog.
In today's episode, we are going to take you on a tour of our fifth wheel. We'll be sharing one of the ways that we keep Kalepo safe on the motorcycle. And we'll be sharing an epic ride through the Black Hills of South Dakota. Stay tuned. Alright, so for our first segment, we are going to be taking you on a tour of our fifth wheel. I know that many of you haven't been inside of an RV before, so this will be your first chance to kind of get a sense of what at least our RV looks like. This is somewhat of a unique surprise because for Dolly, giving tours of homes and going on tours of homes is just not something that she does a lot. Yeah, we're making her do this against her will. Without any further ado, let's take you on a tour of the fifth wheel.
Today, we're actually going to give you a tour around our fifth wheel. And let's start on the outside, okay?
I like that idea.
Okay. Fusion Keystone 427 is the model.
Here, let's show what that looks like.
It looks like an RV.
How long is it?
43 foot. The reason why we went with this one because it's a toy hauler and he has a nice patio, and we have motorcycle as well that we load from the back.
So the patio is the ramp that you use to get the motorcycles into the RV.
The patio is where we have the griddle for Devin's cooking. It's kind of nice to sit outside and enjoy when the weather permits. It's also a nice spot for that dog. This is what you call a slide out, because it slides out. So this rig actually comes with 3 slide outs. There's the kitchen slide out, the sofa slide out, and a wardrobe in our bedroom. So it comes with 3 slide outs, which is very nice. So this one has only 1 storage. Most of the storage is actually inside. And this storage actually goes all the way through to the other side, so you can access some other stuffs on the other side. Do you want me to explain this one? Do you want me to explain this one too?
No.
Yeah, battery. And this is called a fifth wheel because it has that big thingy, whatever it is called. Kingpin. Why don't you explain it yourself then?
Because this is more fun.
Come again?
This is more fun.
It has a, what you call it, Devin?
A kingpin?
Yeah. So if you see this big thing, you know, under this thingy, then that's how I know it's a fifth wheel.
Yeah, and the fifth wheel attaches in the bed of the truck rather than at the bumper.
At the bumper, because those are called bumper pulls. A slide out. And another slide out. There are 3 important things for a trailer: is electric, water, and sewer. Very important. So over here is where the electrical outlet is. Ugh. And in here is where the water attachment is. So water, electricity, and sewer down there. That simple. And then there's buttons, you can just read what he does.
I know, I'm so crazy.
And this thing right here is called stairs. Very important. It's how you get into your rig.
You already said stairs.
Ooh, amazing. This is the garage, and this is the patio right here. Just put chairs out here and do whatever you want.
Here.
All right, come on, girl. All right, to your sanctuary.
Prison.
There is 2 bunk beds. Actually, this one here, it turns into a couch, and the top can be a bed, which we are now using as a storage. Devin's desk, this is where his office is. A washer and dryer, 2 in 1, and a half bathroom back there.
Now, a lot of RVs don't have washer and dryer. Our first one didn't.
Oh, that's right. Our first didn't have it, but it is worth having one.
It's really nice. No more laundromats.
Yeah.
You know, tell them about our favorite feature of the RV?
Oh, yeah. So this is, you know how people always say that there are things that saves marriages? This saved our marriage.
What was that? I can't hear you.
I can't even hear you as well. Yeah, having this door to separate the garage from the living space is actually very nice. It's very nice because that was the problem with our bounder. Every time he was on calls, we have to be outside or we have to be quiet all the time. So it was not fun.
So we like to joke that the whole reason we bought this RV is because of the door.
Yes.
And it's not far from the truth.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the living space. This is a really long tour for such a small space. It's kitchen, wash dishes, sit down and enjoy a movie, and fridge. So you have an island with these chairs that comes out. Very nice and convenient. Saves space. It is not comfortable. You just put padding on it. It's not that hard.
Show the couch on the TV because I haven't seen those yet.
This is not jacuzzi. I'm just kidding. This is a couch. It's a couch where you sit on.
Kalepo, show us how the couch works.
Here. So you use the handle and you pull it and there.
That is where Kalepo sleeps, his kid cave. That's where he stores his books and all the fun stuffs that he creates. It's a mess up there as well, so thank goodness it's deep.
We'll be skipping that part of the tour.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to faint. And then we just use this ladder to get up there. This is the very important thing anywhere you go. Fridge. Very important.
And why is it so important in your daily life?
Well, without the food, you will die. So that's why this is very important. On top of all the cool places that you see and the experiences, this is very important. It's fuel for you in order for you to explore. Anything else? No.
No.
And then over here, so shower, sink, bathroom. Full bathroom. There's two doors, so where Devin is standing from and where obviously I'm standing.
All right, let's go through the other side.
Yeah, that was a long walk.
Tell us about this place.
This is where nightmares happen, timeouts, alone time. Yeah, everything. It's a multifunctional room. Closets, storage, bed, more storage under the bed, and TV. Yeah, and that's it.
Thank you for doing that, even though it was forced against your will. One thing that is nice about the fifth wheel is that the fifth wheel has tall ceilings, just because of the way that fifth wheels are built. So this feels very open. And
the light space, white light colors makes it feel open as well.
Yeah, it also has way more windows than our old RV did. There's even a skylight.
That's true. I forgot to mention about that. All the windows makes it feel more open. Oh man, the detail you have to give when you're touring.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Oh, okay. Anything else? Did I pass? I am sweating from just giving a tour, man. It is very uncomfortable. What else are we supposed to do? We're done.
That's it.
So
Okay.
we turned it off.
Done.
In this next segment, we're actually going to be talking about one of the ways how we keep Kalepo safe on our motorcycle rides. Very important.
We didn't think it was a product review, but this is actually a little bit of a product review. Okay, what are we doing right now?
We're doing the harness.
We're going to share one of the products that we use to keep this young man safe when we're on the motorcycle, and that is our harness. This harness has two different pieces. So the first one is this harness that goes on Kalepo. We'll demonstrate this now. So I'll put this over there. All right, so this harness kind of goes around and buckles around him, so he's secure. And then it also comes with these clips that will come in handy in just a moment. So we're going to leave you just like this for a second, okay?
Okay.
Turn around.
And the next piece is this, and this attaches to me, the driver. It just goes around my waist, and it buckles in the back like this, and that's it. So the nice thing is when we're on the motorcycle, we can grab the handles.
Okay.
Then the other thing we can do is these straps on Kalepo's harness attach into my belt. So when we're going down the road, we're actually going to be connected together. So the one nice thing is this lets me kind of feel what Kalepo's doing on the bike. So if he's ever leaning funny or if he's kind of falling asleep, I can usually kind of feel what's going on and I can make sure to correct the problem. The other nice thing about this belt is it makes you look like an old lady in a swim aerobics class, which is a nice look for 2020. And the other thing that Kalepo likes with his harness is that he can take animals with him. Which animals have you had ride with you?
A fox, a wolf, a raccoon, an orca.
Should we go show him how we can hook the orca in?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I wish we wouldn't get this thing like this.
Orca, in this case, is going to just go right here. Huh.
Break his tail.
And now Orca is ready to go for a ride with us on the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I also can cuddle with him too.
You can cuddle with Orca while you're driving?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to secure the harness. Okay, and now we are ready to ride. Huh. Well, no we're not. We still need helmets and gloves and all those other things on, but hypothetically, we are ready to ride. So if you have a young child who you want to bring on your motorcycle with you, we think you should consider using one of these harnesses. It really helps the rider and the passenger. You know, before we had this, Kalepo didn't have a good thing to hold on to. We actually used some soft loops, those little tie-down attachments that you use when you're strapping down the motorcycle. We'd attach those to the frame of the motorcycle, and he used those as handles. It just wasn't a very practical solution for having good grip on something. These handles do a good job with that, and then having the straps is a good reassurance for me as a driver that he's doing good. Okay, on to the ride. For our last segment, we are going to be doing one of our epic rides, and this one is through the Black Hills of South Dakota. I really enjoyed the Black Hills. Dolly has tried to purge it from her memory. It's not working. The Black Hills were one of the places that Dolly had some learning experiences.
Painful learning experiences.
Yeah, she dropped the bike.
And I burned my leg too.
I'll show them the scar.
Looks like a ringworm though, but...
So because of that, I'll be taking you on a tour of the Black Hills, because it is a great ride. And I think now that she's more experienced and more confident, if she goes back, she would have a lot more fun. So, here we go. South Dakota might need some help with their marketing because it's spectacular and easily one of the biggest surprises of our RV travel so far. The Black Hills near Rapid City are home to one of the most famous U.S. landmarks, Mount Rushmore, but the landscape surrounding it completely surprised me. We went on multiple rides in the Black Hills area, but spent most of our time on 3 roads within Custer State Park. The first road we explored was Iron Mountain Road, which starts in Keystone and heads into the hills. Iron Mountain is a lengthy 2-lane demonstration that road construction can truly be an art form. It was specifically designed to force people to slow down and enjoy the scenery. However, the designers and engineers took things to a new level. The road has 3 unique, pigtail bridges, where the road spirals up and around and back over itself as a bridge. Are they necessary? No. Are they fun? Absolutely. There are multiple tunnels on the road, each of which opens up to a view of Mount Rushmore. The road also splits into one-way, single-lane roads, giving you the feeling of being alone in the woods. Iron Mountain Road connects to the Needles Highway, where the Black Hills really show off their beauty. The road weaves through the stunning granite structures. There are 3 views which stand out. First, the cathedral, a grand collection of these granite structures that are formed together in an almost building-like arrangement. Through this cool tunnel, we come onto our second view, the Eye of the Needle, that looks, as you might expect, like an actual sewing needle. It was here that I snapped one of my favorite photos ever of Dolly and Kalepo. The third view is Sylvan Lake, one of the most picturesque reservoirs we've seen. A perfect place to walk around and stretch your legs. Further south, the Wildlife Loop Road offers a bit of variety from the rest of Custer State Park. The rocky hills open up into rolling grasslands and forests. Wildlife Loop gets its name due to the fantastic wildlife viewing. The park is home to the second largest bison population in the U.S. We had experienced bison before in Yellowstone, but from the safety of our Jeep. Here, however, far more exposed on our motorcycles, our heart rates were higher, knowing a loud sound could set them off at any point, triggering a miniature stampede. I was more preoccupied with not getting plowed over by a bison than I was with my camera angles, so my personal apologies for this. We were also lucky to see some pronghorn antelope and wild burros. You might be lucky to see even more than we did. So while this area is mostly famous for Mount Rushmore, if that's your only stop in town, you are making a mistake. I consider the Black Hills to be one of the best vacation destinations in the United States.
And that is the end of our show today. I hope you enjoy it. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you next time.
On the Vlog.